Glad you could join us again on Community Report. This week on the program, we bring to you the changing story of one of Lagos State's foremost community, fondly remembered for attracting society's top echelon and those with eye for aesthetic environment. It remained a community with all that trappings until some years back when commercial concerns started eroding the serenity of Apapa. Stay tuned as we show you the ever-changing face of Apapa community. Apapa is one of the 20 local governments in Lagos State and famous for being the community housing the nation's premier port, lying at the north of the Lagos Lagoon. The number of commercial enterprise includes container terminal, flour mill factories, tank farms, and other business concerns. Unknown to many, Apapa is not only a commercial hub with feeder activities, people actually live in the environment. In comparison, the government reserved area in Apapa is the same class with GRA Ikeja and Ikoyi. So for those who recall and have fond memories of Apapa GRA, some of the personalities who lived and still live in Apapa are a testament to how serene and well-reserved an environment can be.
Apapa I've known a long time, from childhood I would say, but I became a resident about 28 years ago. And when I came in with its serenity, I love it so much. Apapa is at par with Ikoyi and Ikeja GRA, one of the few designated areas. But over time, I've seen it go down because of lack of maintenance, and government policy too has not been helpful.
Apapa is the heart of Nigeria. Apapa is the economic heartbeat of this nation. I don't know what Nigeria can do at present without Apapa. And I'll tell you why. We are largely an import-dependent nation. Practically everything we consume in this country, from clothes to food to all the things we buy in the supermarkets, most of them are imported. They come in through the ships and berths at our ports. 90% of those vessels discharge their goods at Apapa. We export a lot of crude oil, but we also import virtually every liter of petroleum product consumed in this country. All of those come in through the vessels that mostly discharge at Apapa. And when the vessels discharge their cargoes at Apapa, both for general cargoes, containers, and petroleum products, they are very unfortunately moved by road to other parts of the country. And as a result of that, so much pressure is put on those roads. But by and large, if anything goes wrong in Apapa, there will be a problem within the country, because Apapa is key, it is crucial, it is very vital to the well-being of Nigerians and to the economy of our nation.
coming into Lagos in 1982, one of the first places that I contacted or engaged with was Apapa. And I had and still do, very fond memories of those days in 1982, 83, 84, when as a young man we used to move around town. And I always thought, if I had the ability, that Apapa would be a good place to live in. No one thought about office, then. Very quiet, serene neighborhood. Most people here are professionals or retired people. Another attraction was the Corona School in Apapa. So as a young man then, you cared where your children went to school. And of course, Corona in Apapa provided that, a destination for them.
As far as the commercial endeavors are concerned, the ports had the highest engagement, which meant that from onset, it was a port community.
I used to be a frequent visitor to the port myself. And I have a good appreciation of the parking size out there, whether it's at the Apapa Wharf or the Tinkan Port. They both have space for parking. But for a $500 billion economy that Nigeria has became, they were just inadequate. That's the truth.
The commercial area was clearly mapped. You have the Warehouse Road, Creek Road, and a few other constituting the commercial area, while the residential area were also mapped accordingly.
A good part of Apapa is occupied by naval officers, army officers, and because there is only one way in and another way out, security was reasonably guaranteed. So Apapa had everything to make it, a place where people would love to live. And I'm not surprised about that. After all, the premier of the Western region, Obafemi Awolowo, lived here, just beside on Parkley. So you should expect that Apapa would have been one of the best places then in Lagos for the premier to live there.
I don't think Apapa is too small to handle the level of economic activities that are taking place there. I think the problem majorly is our planlessness as a nation. Don't forget the port that is known today as Apapa Port used to be at Marina until Marina was Sandfield, and then the port was pushed back to Apapa. And the Apapa Wharf was later expanded through the third wharf extension, and it was also later expanded to include a container terminal when containerization evolved. And apart from that, in 1977, the then administration of General Obasanjo at the time also built and commissioned the Tinkan Island ports, not too far from the Apapa Wharf. So essentially, we had created those facilities that were able to cope with the high economic activities, that will support high importation and support the Nigerian economy. But the problem which later came to beset Apapa was the inability of government to plan ahead in terms of the supporting infrastructures for the seaports.